Let's look at this sum and product of roots question. You're giving a third-degree polynomial. I know that a equals to 1, b equals to 2, c equals to 5, and d equals to -1. Because this cubic has roots alpha, beta, and gamma, I know that alpha plus beta plus gamma equals to -b on a, which equals to 2. I know alpha beta plus alpha gamma plus beta gamma will give me c on a, which is 5. And I know alpha beta gamma equals to -d on a, which gives you +1. All right, just double checking. I'm missing a negative over here. All right, so there we go. Now it says, which one of the cubic equation has these three? Now I'm looking at these three. Well, if that are the roots of the cubic of the equation I want, then that means 1 on -1 on alpha plus -1 on beta plus -1 on gamma has to give me -b on a for the equation that I want. All right, so this thing is the same as if I factorize out the -1 on alpha plus 1 on beta plus 1 on gamma equals to -b on a. The negatives cancel out. You get 1 on alpha plus 1 on beta plus 1 on gamma equals to b on a. Looking at the left-hand side of this equation is three fractions. Making them onto the same common denominator, you get alpha, beta, gamma. And this one will be beta gamma plus alpha beta equals to b on a. All right. So substituting this in, I know that this, which is 5, and I know that bottom, the product of this roots is 1. Which means in the equation I want b on a equals to 5 over 1. That means I want b to be a positive b. So I want the b to be +5. So I want b to be +5. That means it's either this one or this one. I can then cross out a and b. Now looking at c and d, the next thing that I see that's different, the only thing that I see is different is the +2 or -2. This is the value of c. Okay, so this is A, this is B, this is C. And the only thing in terms of sum and product rules that's going to affect my C is this equation. Maybe I should change a different color. Give me a second. Is this equation. This is the one that's going to affect my C. All right, so that's the one that's going to affect my C. So I'm going to play around with this kind of equation. So it's a sum of two roots in terms of these. So I can then write -1 on alpha times by -1 on beta plus -1 on alpha times by -1 on gamma plus -1 on beta times by -1 on gamma is equals to c on a. Okay, so what exactly is this? Negatives cancel out. That means 1 on alpha beta plus 1 on alpha gamma plus 1 on beta gamma equals to c on a. And again, it's three fractions, making them onto the same common denominator of alpha, beta, gamma. I'm going to get gamma plus beta plus alpha equals to c on a. Okay, so again, substituting, I can see that this one, okay, which is on the top of the fraction, the numerator of the fractions, which is this stuff on top. Green on green is not pretty, but that will do. We're gonna get -2 on the bottom is the purple one. All right, that is 1. So -2 on 1 is equals to c on a. What does that mean? That means I know that a for both of these equations I have on c and d, the a is equals to 1. Okay, and so c has to be -2. What does that mean? That means c is this one. C equals -2. That's the question. That's the answer I want. So your final answer is D, not C.